What up everyone, it's your boy X-Man87 here, bringing you another G.I. Joe Classified video, and what I have for you today is the Target exclusive G.I. Joe Classified series Roadblock Special Missions Cobra Island action figure review. Before I get into everything, if you could please leave a thumbs up like rating on the video, it'll help show your support for my channel and I greatly appreciate it. Now with that said, let's take a look at Roadblock. So now let's bring out the Series 1 Roadblock and compare these two. Now having the two side by side, you can see that this is a reuse of the first Roadblock you see here. Same legs, same arms, and same upper torso. You can't see this torso piece on this figure because the vest was not removable. You get a new head sculpt with this one and they look like two different people comparing the two side by side. You got the bigger bushier beard here, the bandana definitely doesn't look like the same person, and you get a few extra pieces added onto this guy. But I like this new Roadblock even more. This one was a little too flashy with the gold added on and it just looked a little too Fortnite-ish. This one is more Roadblock style, definitely more Joe-like here. Do you smell what the block is cooking? Definitely not a resemblance of The Rock at all. And I'm quite surprised. When I first heard of the rumored G.I. Joe Classified series, I thought they would approach a more The Rock look for the Roadblock. But they made my man look like Kimbo Slice straight up. But you know what? I think it's cool, and I really like the long beard. I think it's sculpted very nicely, and this is so much better than the last one. As you can see the difference right here. Look at this, man. Like, this dude looks hard. This dude just looks soft. You know, you got that little print effect going on the eyes. You know, came out looking stern, and I like his do-rag, so that came out nicely sculpted. So that's pretty dope. And then you get this earpiece, this communicator earpiece right here. That looks good. And I think this face sculpt is excellent. But my only gripe is that you see this crease right here, this gap. And that's to plug in his shades. And I'll show you that later when we cover accessories. But yeah, that just looks bad. So it's as if you're forced to keep the shades on him so this is not visible. Taking a look at the rest of the body here, I like the tank top. I like this whole fatigue pattern we have going on. It's really cool. You get the G.I. Joe logo with the stripes and the stars right there at the top. And this dude's jacked, man. I like this body mold a lot. It is really, really good. The arms are super jacked, you know, as Roadblock should be, since he carries all the heavy artillery around. And you got the lion tattoo there again, which was on the Series 1 Roadblock. So as you can see, I don't know what's the deal with this lion tattoo, but I believe if they went on something based off The Rock's look from the movie, we would have had like a Samoan tribe kind of tattoo, which would have been dope. But yeah, same gloves and hands as the last one, just painted in all black. And then you get this new forearm piece right here. So I like the sculpt of this, pretty pliable. You can remove it if you pop the hand off. Could have used some silver dry brush just to make it look a little more weathered. And I like the fact that he doesn't have the vest this time, so you're not hindered by any type of articulation with that big bulky vest. And taking a look at the rest of the body, here are the legs. And again, same legs as the last Roadblock. You get this strap added on, so you'll have this holster of what looks like tear gas grenades right there. So that looks really cool. I like that. Kind of wish the tear gas grenades were removable. That would have been dope, just to have some props, you know, laying around and stuff, or maybe something he can hold in his hand to throw. But if you want to take this entire strap off, you can. You just slide it all the way down. Then you get the texture pattern that you see on all the other Joe pants. Then you get the knee pad in black and the boots in a solid black color. Would have loved weathering again, like the armored boots. And here's looking at the bottom of the feet and serial number at the bottom of the feet. Now for accessories, he comes with a pair of shades and they have this iridescent color to the lens, and I don't like that. I just don't see that being Roadblock style at all. I just wish it was kind of all black, kind of like Oakley's and what you see the sports athletes wear. But let's put these on. Like I said before, you're going to look for these gaps right there above his ears. So you're just going to slide that in until you feel this slight tightness. And that way you know it's in securely. And now looking at him with the glasses on, yeah, I'm not feeling the iridescent colors on the shades at all. It just throws off the dark colors he has on his attire. They should have went with black instead, or at least a dark blue type of color. Next up, he has this railgun, which is the same one that came with the first series Roadblock. Just a different paint deco that you get here, and it says broiler right there in the middle. and you get some blue paint apps scattered throughout. And just like the last one, you got this removable cartridge right here, so you can take that out, put that back in. But it would be really cool to get a classic version with his M2 Browning machine gun. And to have him hold it, what I do is just take this top handle piece and put it right underneath his hand. Just slide it underneath his hand right there. And then on the other side, this handle, you could just extend his arm out right there. And that way you could blast some Cobra enemies away. The Series 1 Roadblock came with a combat knife, so it would have been cool if this guy had like a strap here with a sheath to put a knife in. You know, that would have been dope. But it's Roadblock. He doesn't need a knife. Well, maybe for cooking he does. After all, he is a chef. Now to cover articulation with Roadblock, his head moves that far up, so pretty tight. But you got that hinge at the top and then the ball joint at the bottom of the neck. So you're going to get lots of range, and it moves that far down. It moves left and right. You got some really good head pivoting actually. So that's really cool. And his arms move that far up. And I could get it a little higher. There you go. That is really good. It moves down all around. You got the butterfly joint that moves forward and back. You got the shoulder swivel, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in past the 90-degree mark, so awesome. You got the wrist swivel and the wrist hinge. You got the double diaphragm joint, so you could bend in the ab crunch that far. And of course the ball jointed waist, you can bend them in further. And same with the back as well, so really good range. That is something you couldn't get with the last Roadblock because of the vest, how much it hindered it. And you got the waist swivel, and it pivots real good and rocks around. His legs move that far apart, so look at that. Full split, amazing. And you got the drop down thighs. His legs can kick up about that far, so really, really good. And then it moves that far back, so you'll get an awkward frontward split. And you have your legs that rock around. You got the thigh swivel and double jointed knees. And wait. Oh, yeah, man. Look at that. Heel to the Roadblock butt. Man, these drop down thighs come in handy. So you can have this big guy move for real. You got the boot swivel, ankles move, they barely move up, and it moves down a good amount, and it has that all-around ankle pivot. Now for some comparisons, here is our new Cobra Island Roadblock next to some of his G.I. Joe teammates, Duke, Snake Eyes, and Scarlet. As you can see, one thing I really love about this line is each figure has their own unique height and body type. So Roadblock is the tallest out of the bunch, then it's Duke, Snake Eyes, and Scarlet being the shortest one. Here he is next to Destro. Lastly, here he is next to his fellow Cobra Island wave mate, the Cobra Trooper. Now to wrap things up, my final rating is an 8.5 out of 10. I really like this Roadblock so much more than the last offering. It's less flashy and looks more Joe-like. The head sculpt is amazing, and again, so much better than the last one, but the only downside is the big gap that's been sculpted to plug in his shades. He doesn't have a vest that'll restrict any kind of movement, so you can take full advantage of the diaphragm joint. Articulation is superb for this kind of big body buck. The sculpt is amazing, and the paint is good for the most part, but needed some areas touched on. This big guy body mode looks great in this G.I. Joe line, and I can definitely see this being reused for his cousin Heavy Duty, or maybe Big Boa. Maybe Road Pig, but I think Road Pig should be on a bigger body buck. Accessories have been reused here from the last Roadblock with the railgun, but instead of coming with another knife, he's got a pair of shades. Just feels like he's missing some alt hands like most of this line. Would have been cool to have some fists to punch some Cobra Troopers down. Overall, it's a dope figure and will be my main Roadblock in my G.I. Joe display. So now I kick it back to you guys. What do you guys think of this figure? What G.I. Joe member would you like to see next in this classified series? I'd love to see a Tunnel Rat, General Hawk, or Shipwreck, but I want Flit and Lady J the most. Comment below, let me know. That was my review. Please follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Link is in the description below. Check out my website, xman87.com, to view my photo gallery and merchandise. Hit the notification bell so you always know when my videos are up. Share and subscribe if you're new. Enjoy the pics at the end of the video. See you on the next review. Peace, peace.